You always want to make sure that you become your own central bank. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're current, and then if you're new, welcome. I'm Rogan, and this is my rant. We believe in the diversity of thought here on this channel, and these are just ideas meant to be shared. They're not meant to be concrete advice. Never blindly listen to any random person on YouTube, including me. So, getting into the topic that I started this video with, it's always important to be your own central bank. You want to have a good location to store an appropriate amount of cash and metal in case of any emergency scenario, or just because some places they take cash, whatever. Sometimes certain things you have to pay for, you have to pay in cash. So that being out of the way, this is going to be a speculation video. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is that how much gold and silver is really worth. So let's take a step back here as I step back. So, silver is a more industrial metal. It's more used in electric car production, regular car production, semiconductor chips, solar panels, electronics like laptops, TVs, phones. Like the laptop there, the phone right there, my Fitbit over there that's on the desk, like that. There's all silver in that. So silver is more of an industrial metal, but it's still bullion. It's still used to make bullion. And gold is a more monetary metal, so it's used in more bullion, jewelry, dental equipment, that type of thing. Gold is still in computer parts and stuff like that, but silver is the best metal for thermoconductivity and transfer of electricity. So that being said, these metals have a lot of value to the person who decides to do their own research. So now, I saw an interesting video the other day that if there was a monetary reset and there was a revaluation of gold, and we actually went back to a gold standard, which I don't believe will happen, unfortunately, but I think that would really disrupt things in this country. So I kind of hope it doesn't happen. But if it does, whoop-de-doo. But so it'd say gold would be valued at over $70,000. Now, that's bad. That could be bad for a lot of reasons, but they said it's possible. So right now, the current price of gold is around $2,400 and silver is around $30. Now, I started buying when gold was $15.25 an ounce and silver was $15.25, like $15.25 an ounce. And I also invest in platinum as well, but that's a topic for another video because it's a different behaving precious metal in a different its own little section of a different market. But I like platinum too. So do your own research. I mean, you might find it interesting. So other than that, now the prices of precious metals are heavily manipulated by world governments, central banks, and just like big banks, like big banks in this country, stuff like that. So, but the demand is so high that they're predicting by the end of this decade there's going to be a massive shortage of some of these. They still have to mine it. They still have to there's value in it. They still have to dig it out of the ground with these excavators or whatever. So, and the interesting thing is platinum is a little bit less than half the price of gold, but it's more rare than gold. So it's a very interesting topic. So this is the speculation part. Now, what is gold and silver really worth? Like, what should the prices be on the spot market? And I already told you the current approximate prices. But before I speculate, because this is pure like guessing here, now it would be very bad if gold shot up in the next year to over $4,000 an ounce, and it would be very bad if silver would shoot up to over $100 an ounce. Now, let me tell you why. Because that means that the dollar has lost even way more value than it's already lost since 1971. And the reason I say 1971 is because that's when Nixon took us off the gold standard. Look it up. So, now, because with the prices being that high, it would be harder to go out and buy things at the grocery store. There'd be more crime. There'd be more civil unrest. Like, metals know what's going on. Metals are predicting, because the elite in this country, they're saying that the economy's never been better. Everything's fine. Don't worry, we're growing. This is nothing to see here. But the metals knows what's going on. I have never seen metals go up this much in just half of a year. Half of a year. I have never seen this. I mean, of course, there's the run-ups that happened after the '08 recession. But they're just slowly over time, going up over $400. That's just insane for gold. So now you don't want super high prices because then the financial system as we know it will be threatened. But pure speculation here. I believe the real value of gold is over $3,000. Now, does that mean it has more room to grow this year? Absolutely. I can definitely see gold being $2,600 at the end of this year. Will it happen? I don't know. Silver. Now we're looking at silver. Right now, silver is about $30 an ounce. I believe the true value of silver is over $60. That's just what I believe. And then you can look at the gold to silver ratio, but because of the manipulation, it's very not as accurate or good as it used to be, back in the 40s, 50s, stuff like that. But that's where I believe the true value of metals are right now compared to like their value, their scarcity, their a brilliant commodity. I mean, I really recommend that you have at least some. And yeah, I know I just gave you advice, and I'm not supposed to give you advice, but hey, this is what I'm doing. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Hit that like button if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, give me a dislike. But at least tell me why in the comment section down below. Hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time.